Okay, for those of you who want to learn more about success in life and how to get there, I will say this over and over. This is one of the main keys to get there, and I've said this before, and I will keep clarifying this until it actually goes, aha, or people try it or they believe it. Really listen to what I'm about to say here. Really, 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 really listen. Things that receive attention get stronger. Things that are ignored and receive no attention wither and die. They've actually done tests on plants where they had 3 different plants in a pot, and they had different people every day. They said, okay, plant number 1, everybody go up to that plant every day and say, I love you, and send love its way. The second plant, say, I hate you. Oh, you're just ugly. Ugh, I hate you. You're ugly. Be a hater. Be a troll to plant number 2. And plant number 3, just ignore it. Don't even pay any attention to it at all. And then they would do this for a month or so, and they took scientific testing, and what they found was fascinating. And they've done this over and over in multiple situations. Almost every single time, plant number 1 flourished. It flowered. It was 3 times bigger than all the other plants. It was full of life, and they all got fed the same thing. They all got watered the same amount, same food, same everything. Plant number 2 was not that great. It was only half as big as plant number 1. It was still kind of growing, but it was struggling to get there. Plant number 3, even though it was getting fed, it was withering and dying. They did the same thing with rice. They did a test with rice where they put rice in 3 different jars with water, and they wanted to see how it did. Rice number 1, the one that got all the love, flourished, and you could actually eat it. It had healthy cultures in it. Number 2 had green mold growing up. It's interesting because envy, sarcasm, most haters, they're jealous. Envy is green, and green mold is what started eating up the rice that got the hate comments. And the one that was ignored got black mold. They didn't do anything bad to it, they just ignored it. So think about it. Anything that you do not give attention to is going to wither and die. So what are you giving your attention to? Negative thoughts? Fears? Thoughts of all these different situations of what could go wrong? Is that where your energy is going? Because you're going to attract that. If you're thinking of all the different ways something can go wrong, or why your life sucks, or why somebody else is better off, guess what you're going to attract to you? If you're a complainer, you're going to attract more things to complain about, because that's what you're putting energy into. This is quantum physics. In a lab, they've actually proven that scientists can actually affect the outcome of his test by thinking about what the outcome is going to be. If he wants it to go a certain way, guess what's going to happen? If he's in a bad mood, guess what's going to happen with the outcome? If he's in a good mood, guess what the outcome of the test is going to be? It's not just a simple cut and dry black and white physical thing. Even Einstein said this, it's all energy. And what you do with that energy determines your life. It determines the outcome of everything. So what are you putting your energy into? Are you looking at things in life from a positive perspective and appreciating the positive side of things or the negative side of things? Well, guess where you're going to end up in life? Think about it. Where you are right now in your life. Now think about how you look at life, how you see things. How do you look at it? And now compare that with where you're at in life. You are fueling the world around you with the thoughts you're having and the feelings and the emotions that you choose to experience. That's fueling everything around you, the people, your situations. Ever notice how when bad gets worse and good gets better, how when it rains it pours, whatever energy field it is you're in, you just start attracting more. Then when one thing breaks, suddenly 20 things start breaking. When you're in a bad situation, it just gets even worse. Or people, look at that guy, everything he does, it just gets better and better and better. It's not because one person's luckier than another. Usually, you're doing it to yourself. This is kind of funny. If you say, what could happen next? Guess what's going to happen? You're going to find out what's going to happen. I remember my aunt and I were driving on vacation in Florida many, many years ago. Everything was going wrong. And we were driving down the interstate. This is a Florida interstate. And after a point, so many things went wrong. I said, what's going to happen next? Is the tree going to fall in the road? And guess what happened? On a Florida interstate, a tree had fallen in front, blocking the entire interstate in front of us. It literally happened. And we looked at each other and we shook our heads and we laughed. I mean, we realized at some deep level, we created that. And you need to realize no matter how bad your life might be, Try not to give in to sarcasm and negativity and say, oh, fine, when are going to happen next? You know, like, you're going to get it. You have to shut that off. You're attracting more of it. So, what are you fueling your life with? It starts with you. Stop blaming other people. Stop looking for others to blame for your problems. Forget blaming the government. Forget blaming your family members and your friends and the bad situation and the IRS and come on. Everybody is dealing with the same government, the same IRS, the same type of friends, but they choose not to hang out with those type of friends. They choose to handle their money differently or their situation. And I'm showing you how to do that, but that starts with your perspective. Do you see challenges or do you see opportunity? Do you see things as just, glass half empty, half full? I did a video on that. Did anybody watch that? Did it make any sense? I mean, I'm giving you the answers. Are you letting it really sink in? Because that's the ticket to freedom. It's not a matter of just busting your ass and working and making all this money. That's not necessarily the answer. Yeah, you need to work hard, but maybe you're spinning your wheels doing something that's getting you nowhere. Well, that's a sign. The definition of insanity is continuing to do the same thing and expecting different results. If you're spending all this energy and getting nowhere, maybe you're not spending your energy in the right places. And again, it starts with energy. What energy are you putting around you? Is that person in a cloud of gloom? Avoid them. Oh, that person's shining light. Let's hang around them. Maybe some of it will rub off on us, right? That's it. Create light or darkness. Light attracts and darkness repels. You create it. It's your choice. And whatever it is you do, and I should make a video about this. Don't worry about being perfect, because there's perfectionists out there who are just obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Don't worry about being perfect. Just do it. Even if you put your foot in your mouth a few times, as long as you're smiling while you're doing it, people will forgive you, they'll accept you, and life goes on. People will love us and they'll want more. At least they see you trying. So whatever it is that you're doing, you don't have to be perfect. Life's a learning experience. Start doing something positive. Create a positive energy. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but show people, show the world, show God, show the universe that you're trying. And stop whining. Nobody helps whiners. That's not going to get you anywhere. Stop with the self-pity. You're not going to get anything. When you stop that and you start showing others that you're actually trying to do it on your own without asking for help, without sarcasm, without negativity, without any snide remarks or jealousy or anything like that, if you're seriously coming from a place of goodness and heart and you're really trying to make things better for yourself, then you will be helped somehow with little things. And those little things get bigger. Like seeds, they will grow. But it starts with seeing you first, trying to help yourself on your own without anything negative attached to you. The universe, God, friends, help others who are trying to do things in a positive way without any negativity attached to it. Okay? If somebody gives you a compliment, don't return a sarcastic, some belittling thing about yourself. It's nothing. I'm just ugly, whatever. Don't do that. You're ruining the moment. Thank them. Build up on the positive stuff. I mean, this is the key. It took me a lifetime. I'm 56 years old. It took me 56 years. No, it took me about 50 years. Right? A little less than that, whatever. To figure out the answers. Boy, was I in some shitty situations in life. I almost died 3 times. I lived in someone's closet. I had nothing. I had the worst health conditions, the worst money conditions, the worst relationships, the worst everything. I had it. I've been there, and I figured out how to get out of it. And no, it's not just selling products that got me there. It had a lot to do with investments, but not the kind of investments that you think of, that comes to your mind. It's not money related. It's energy related. It's how you relate to others. It's what you have to offer. It's how you treat yourself and how others perceive the way you treat yourself. It's all energy. That's what gets you out of the rut. I'm here to help. I'm here to share it with you. And all the stuff that's in my books, I'm putting in my videos. It's the same stuff, just little bits and pieces of it. If you want it all at once, read the book, Instructions for a New Life and Prosperity Secret. Or you can watch my videos. You could sit there for 4 weeks and just watch a million little videos of mine and try to put the pieces together. But that's real health. Real health is being strong to where you're free to do anything you want. You have the power and you can help others. Because it's not just about yourself. It's about what can you offer the world in return. How can you help others? You're no good to others if you're no good to yourself. So you got to start with yourself first. I know you've heard some of this a million times, but the reason is because it's true. It's what it takes. So keep watching, subscribe, tell your friends about thehealthylife.com, because that's what we're here for, is to give you all the things that you need to have a healthy, successful life. All right? Because I want to see you in paradise. See you in the next video.